This is Confessions number 31. So, gentlemen, assholes, and bitches, welcome to the Bastards Council.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Oh my God.
You good, Ivy?
Oh yeah,
Did you just relieve yourself?
I'm very good.
Twice.
Yo, he just pissed, dude. He just pissed.
I pissed and came at the same time. You know, you always
How
piss
do
a
you
little
do that?
after you come. You know, when you go to the bathroom, you just
Isn't
gotta
it
go take a
weird?
piss, right?
Right.
Isn't it weird that when you piss, you have to go? But when you finish, you come?
And when you shit, you take?
You take.
Which I never understood.
You don't.
Well,
give
technically,
it.
you take a piss, too.
This is the shit.
This
I will not give.
We wrote a song. Anyway,
Anyways,
we're going to have a specific, non-specific, kind of specific podcast.
well, what happened this
Pretty
week?
vague.
This week, Chester
Mr. Chester Bennington committed suicide
from Linkin Park.
from Linkin Park.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck is this? Like every 2 weeks, someone else gonna off himself, and we're gonna start our podcast with this kind of morbid shit. Stop killing yourselves, man.
Yeah. This is, I guess, we've all been into Linkin Park a little bit. I'm sure some of you have
Yeah.
as well.
Absolutely.
You know, and the interesting thing is he was friends with Chris Cornell. Chris Cornell apparently, I heard today, played at his funeral. Actually,
Chris Cornell played at his funeral?
Sorry, I
Yeah,
meant
that-
Chester.
What do you wanna say that
Chester
again,
or
please?
some shit was at Chris Cornell's funeral, and I think
he sang Hallelujah.
yeah, and
Today.
No.
No.
Chris
He's
Cornell's
dead.
funeral.
Oh, okay.
at Chris Cornell's funeral, yeah, and he committed suicide on Chris Cornell's birthday.
In the same fashion.
Oh, really?
In the same fashion, by hanging. So now, just let me throw this out
Same
there.
fashion.
What would imagine if there's someone else that wants to commit suicide that's also famous, and is friends with Chester, and decides I'm gonna do the same thing on Chester's birthday.
Cascade.
Well, just let me try so hard here. When you say the same fashion, are they dressing the same or
Wait, was that done on purpose? What you just said?
a little?
Okay.
Oh my God. This is too soon, guys. Come on.
Wait, what? I didn't catch what he said.
Try so hard.
Oh, yeah. That's okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. All right.
But I mean, how can we predict that? You know, like, how can we
you
know
can't
that?
predict.
You know, I mean,
You can't predict it.
No, every death that you hear about, like, it's always a shock.
In the end, it doesn't really matter.
whoa.
You ought to post that blew up as well this week because
Oh,
of
okay.
this.
Well, that's where. Look, it's
Jesus
I-
Christ! But we're
Yeah, this
joking.
was
It's too
different.
soon. But
I'm
it
not
sucks.
making fun of
Yeah,
it because,
definitely
and
not, man.
there you go. You know, it's kind of. This is why I'm not one of those guys who'll say like,
Oh,
"Yeah, I
thank you.
like him because he's dead." No, what was it? A week and a half ago, I posted on Facebook.
Yeah.
100%.
I said that, is anybody want to go see Linkin Park with me? And if you're gonna make some fucking stupid comment or whatever it is, well, just save it. I don't give a shit. I like them. Who wants to go? So of course it was 40 comments, 20 something comments of bullshit,
Oh,
right?
but wait.
Well, when I posted
But
that.
before you continue, I love Raza's comment.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
So Raza just goes on. He's like, Armin, it doesn't matter if you like Linkin Park. I mean, you like what you like. Like, who cares what other people think? He's like, I personally don't like Linkin Park, but if you want to listen to that garbage, go ahead. After all, you're just a fucking useless piece of shit cocksucker.
Well, I mean, I kind of agree with that until the last
You
part.
agree
know?
he's a
Yeah.
useless
No,
piece of
until
shit?
the last part. Like, he can like
thing
whatever he
is-
wants. You
Yeah,
know?
I know, but it was just the way Raza worded it. Like, I'm
It's so
reading
funny.
it, I'm like, I'm picturing Raza being all like, hey man, it's all good or whatever. But then with that, you like garbage, I was like, yes, that's
Anyway,
Raza.
I clearly don't think the music is garbage. I really like it. I was
No,
looking
they were
forward
good,
to the
man.
show,
It
right?
was very good.
It's catchy
And
hooks.
at the same time, nobody actually replied that they wanted to go, and it's too bad because
Yeah.
it would have been a good show if it would have happened, right? But now, when that happened, I was working, so I'm not checking the news live, and things blew up on my phone again, and I was like, what the fuck is it? Why is that thread lighting up? You know, and then somebody else messaged me, a client of mine actually, that I was telling, I'm going to go to Linkin Park soon. It's going to be cool. He was into the band too a little bit.
Right.
He messaged me. He said, dude, Chester just killed himself. I was like, are you serious? Then I go to my Facebook thing, and the first comment I see, and I didn't put it, and I'm not poking fun at it, but right away, because it's me asking who's going to come to the show with me. And somebody wrote, in the end, it doesn't really matter. And I was like, oh, shit, that's
Yeah, and
You
there
know,
was a
it
few
fits.
comments like that.
It might be funny, but it does really fit in this case. 'cause-
Dude, man, there are so many bad jokes on the same day. Like Chris Cornell and this guy's picture was like, I guess they're both hanging in heaven right now. You know, like a
But
lot
you know
of-
what?
Yeah, hanging
both
in
of
heaven.
them
Yeah, I saw
doing
that.
this close apart. They're like inviting people to make those jokes at this point. That's what happens in 2017. It's very easy to voice yourself, make fun of some shit,
Yeah.
and the second one happened, and there's videos
Yeah,
of
but-
them singing on stage together, and people are insensitive dicks online. What else?
But
is,
this
you know?
is
So-
because our generation are living the baby boomer death. You know, there's so many people alive, like family of 6 and up. They're all dying now. So we're used to death in our family, but now there's celebrities are dying
People
young
our
as
own
well.
ages,
People-
I know,
people
but they're
that we
young.
grew up with, because-
but us, we're getting used to death because all the baby boomers are dying or towards
Well,
the end of the
I think-
days.
I think
so.
with,
This
like-
is why when
yeah.
people do bad jokes like that, it's because it sounds bad, but it's almost a common thing.
Desensitization.
No, you
Exactly.
tell me, none of
That's
you
what I'm
guys
trying to say here.
have made a Kurt Cobain joke.
Well, of course we
Man.
have.
No, I don't really. I don't
Oh,
really-
come on,
I make-
somewhere-
wait,
somewhere-
hold
I'm
on,
pretty
hold on.
sure I have.
Everybody
I make a
has.
Kurt Cobain joke, but not it with a suicide.
Okay, I can just see Justin saying something like, anyway, I'm not a big fan, but his last act was a blast.
No,
You know what I mean? And those kind of jokes are all over the place. But or like
if
a
they're
meme
dead,
about
they're
Kurt
dead.
Cobain. Posted today a meme about Kurt Cobain killing himself. You're probably gonna get likes on it, and people are gonna laugh. Chester Bennington just died, so you have these internet warriors who step up right away. Year in a year.
No, I don't.
You
I
know
don't,
what
I
I
don't get
mean?
offended
So-
by those jokes. I personally just
suck.
don't make them.
Are
I
they
don't really
tasteless?
care for them. It's the same. I hear
Maybe,
the same joke
you
all
know.
the time. Is what it's like. It's not that it doesn't really matter to me. But oh fuck, did I have
Yeah,
to say
yeah.
that?
you see?
I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, me either. I just ended
Yeah.
up saying it. But what I think is different with this and Chris Cornell, I know they're very close together and they were friends, and you know he killed himself on his birthday. But Chris Cornell wasn't necessarily in the press spotlight months, weeks leading up to his death. He was like, obviously people were going to see him on tour and stuff, but he wasn't like I wasn't reading articles about Chris Cornell for a while.
I think another thing also, I think Chris Cornell was never part of a band that people made fun of.
Yeah.
I feel
That's true
Like,
too, yeah.
like people like Chris Cornell was well respected.
Yeah.
Whether
Well, yeah,
it was
no, he
his
had Audio
solo,
Slave. People
solo,
made-
yeah,
people
but
made
Audio
fun-
Slave, but even his solo project,
Everything
like,
he did,
everything he
people
did, you know,
no,
like
but
even
Audio Slave, I saw a
No
lot
matter
of hate
how
for
much
Audio
he
Slave.
stepped away from rock and roll, he did like pop.
Yeah, he's done a lot of
And
stuff.
experimental
and I've seen the
stuff.
opposite of where people were talking, just completely making fun of Odyssey. But what I was going with is Chester Bennington. I've read a lot of the articles on Linkin Park in the last year because of the last album, and it was specifically towards the hate. The last
Yeah.
one I read was how Chester Bennington.
Not a good album, man.
Well, regardless,
not a good
yeah,
album.
I don't really care for
and
it.
Coming
but-
from a
and he
fan,
was
it's
and he
not a
was
good
he was
album.
bitching about how people
Yeah,
didn't
he was
like
bitching,
it. And,
he was bitching a lot about it and defending it. And
Yeah.
then the last thing I read was maybe about a month ago, I think, sometime in that time frame, where he was playing a show, I believe, in France, and the guy flipped him off. So he blew a kiss at him, and then the guy who flipped him off was like, "Oh, okay." He was like kind of letting it go, and it was like a funny type of, "Oh, all right, he's not a bad guy," but he was totally defending the album and how people just needed to grow up and whatever. And that's. It's not that it's like, obviously you can't tell what's going on through someone's head when they decide to commit suicide, but it was very. He was defending an album that people were hating to, like, fuck you guys, this is a great album, you just don't understand it. Like, grow the fuck
I
up.
think he shouldn't. I think a band should never defend their album. I think a band.
I don't think it's
Exactly.
related at all, man.
No, I don't think it's related.
No,
no,
it's
no,
not. I'm
no.
not saying it's related. I was just saying there was a lot of Chester Bennington spoken of a lot about the last album
Believe
in
me,
the last
for
year.
all of the
Yeah,
hate
but
that
we're-
band got, do you know how much love they got?
Yes, I know. I'm
Exactly.
aware.
Yeah, I'm
Don't
not
worry
saying-
about
I'm
I
not
think it's just because we're from the scene, the metal scene, and the fact that they were lumped in new metal. It's like there's nothing really metal about.
You guys
them.
are getting a little bit away from what I was talking
But,
about.
yeah, that's what I wanted to understand, what you're
I
talking
was bringing
about.
it up because we were saying it's so. A lot of people were saying it's so close to Chris Cornell and everything, but the difference was, like, it was a shock for Chris Cornell because you didn't expect that at all, but you didn't hear a lot from him either. To be quite honest, yeah, there was articles and stuff, but it wasn't that he didn't release a new album, right?
Yeah.
Chester Bennington and Linkin Park released a new album, and there was articles all about that and the blasting they got, and every time they released a new music video.
So
And
what are you getting at
that-
about That
it was two different types of shock.
Right.
One where a guy is like, oh, it's Chris Cornell, you
I
don't
think
hear a
it's,
thing. And then one is a guy you've been hearing about very frequently, and then he suddenly kills himself. Like, when I saw that, I was like, what the fuck?
When it comes
I
to
think
both
they're
of these
just
guys,
as
man.
shocking,
Oh, no,
man.
they're shocking, but
Both
just a
are
different
the
type of
same
shocking.
But
thing,
Chris
and
Cornell was
both
a lot
have-
of people thought that he was one of the best like rock and roll singer like of today, you know, like his voice, his tone was special. The guy from Linkin Park, I don't think it's on the same level.
Well, I
No,
like-
when it
I
comes to
like-
fame.
no,
I
definitely
him
not on the
better.
same level because
like him
Chris
better, I'm
Cornell is
not
kind
gonna
of a
lie.
god when it comes to singing. You're right. He's like
Yeah.
on the Axl Rose level, let's say, or
Yeah.
whatever. His vocal range is unlimited and all that
I don't
greatness.
know. I
that
like Chester Bennington better.
but he's not as a
Vocally,
full
he's-
singer
yeah,
as
exactly,
Chris was.
exactly.
Okay,
Yeah,
but both were just as talented in their
Yeah,
own
exactly.
way. You know what I mean?
Look,
And-
I was never a fan of Linkin Park, but they did have catchy hooks. But then again, I only know the first album, and maybe that something from the second. I'm not even sure if I know.
you
part
know
of
them all the
second.
way from
I
the
like-
third album, and you don't even know it.
I like the
Probably.
singles.
Exactly.
I like their singles.
I know the
haven't dealt-
singles,
I
that's
haven't
all I
listened
know.
to any albums, but I had many friends in high school who grew up on that shit. Like, the way Avenged Sevenfold is for me was Linkin Park for them, and I'm not exaggerating it because of how big they were. They
I
were
believe
really
it.
big fucking fans.
I saw them in 2003 with
I
Metallica,
hated-
and I didn't like it. Like,
I
was
hated
just there.
them.
Yeah,
I
well-
hated everything down to the fucking orange hair on the first idiot and the blonde hair on the other one. Everything about it. Because why? I was supposed to. You know,
Exactly.
as
People
soon
would
as I
call you a
saw what
poser
it
if you like
was
them.
and which scene it was connected to, and already the sound. I wasn't into new metal at all. I was more into the really faster, older kind of way.
Traditional metal.
Yeah, less groove, more
Yeah.
speed or whatever, you know. But then one day I found myself in my car when that song came on the radio. You're just driving, sing along, and you realize, you know, I like this song.
Yeah,
I'll say
You can
this.
These guys are all right. And then I loved it after that. There was not until like the last three albums. I'm not into it anymore because they just changed too much.
I still don't like their very first single because the one thing that bothers me
Except
about
for the
that,
"Shut Up When I'm Talking."
yeah,
to You
I
part
fucking
ruins it.
hate
The
that.
rest
It
of the
ruins
song
it.
is
It
good,
ruins
though,
it.
man.
Yeah.
Shut up when I'm talking to you. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
it's not a great.
No,
breakdown,
it's
no.
you have to, you don't
Not
remember
when we
it?
were
I don't know
angry
what
at the
song is
new
it.
metal, dude.
It's their first single. What was it called again? Anyway.
I'm about to break.
Yeah.
It's One Step Closer.
That's it. Well, everything you say to me.
Oh, yeah,
I love that song.
Yeah, but I
Everybody fucking knows it.
Yeah.
I hate the middle part where he's
Yeah.
like, "Shut up when I'm talking to you," or "Shut up when you're talking." It's like he sounds like a little brat. I'm
up.
like, dude, really? Shut up when
In fact, they
you're
played that at
talking to you.
Foof a lot.
talking to you.
They
Yeah,
played
they-
at Foof
they
a lot
did,
back
they
in
did.
the
Fucking
days,
love
man.
it. But
Anyway, there was nothing I liked about it. Once
similar
things changed.
similar to that, you said you hated them.
Hated them.
You have to.
I know that.
That
Back in the
breakdown, I
days, you
still-
couldn't like them.
But no, the music video, man, and that breakdown, I'm with John on that. When I heard, I was like, is that what they're calling a breakdown today? That's really stupid. Shut up when I'm
Yeah.
talking to you. But then again, that's what the little kids were buying then.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
what I
For
mean?
sure,
Because
man.
it was the same thing
But-
with me and Sevenfold. I fucking hated them. They never saw a music video, never heard a song. I just hated them because the people that bullied
Oh
me
no,
loved them.
we heard Linkin Park.
we heard it.
I
Right.
fucking hated them. I refused to listen to it because I knew at the time they were the metalcore bands, and the guys who used to bully me were into metalcore and used to wear Sevenfold stuff all the time. But I was in the.
Assholes.
How
Now
did
you're one of those pricks.
How did I
you know
change that? I
By
was in
beating the
fucking
shit out
car.
of people.
I was in the car and I heard one line. I was like, "Who the fuck sings this? This is awesome." I go home and check it out. And I was like, "Give me a break. It's these guys." So I listened to it again, and then the world changed. I understand that.
You started beating up little people after that?
Only no you.
Huh.
Anyways, I didn't know him anyway, so I don't give a fuck.
It's a waste.
Hey, yo.
I think it fucking sucks. Here
I
it
think it
is.
sucks, the
I'm
same
a
thing.
victim of this shit.
Yeah.
The guy killed himself, and we're not gonna see him live ever again. And there's plenty of people like me who have really enjoyed it. It's a total fucking waste.
Well, you know what? You know what I thought this week?
Two singers that I really like.
I just say like I don't give a fuck, but you know what? Because I really don't, man. You know,
No,
like
on a personal level, I
But
don't know
exactly,
him
you know, like,
personally, but
I-
my connection was the
I,
music.
I really don't, right? But then I was thinking, you know how much love we give them once they're out? Imagine if we give them that love while they were alive, would they still be alive?
well, I
today,
was
you know what
trying
I'm
to.
saying?
You know what I mean?
Well, actually-
Well, you know what I mean?
When
Like,
you get
it's
that-
crazy.
you know when you
I'm
get that?
still not saying like, oh, I'm a fan. Like, I'm not. One
No,
of
no,
those
no.
people.
I'm not. I liked him. I liked him a lot. I liked Linkin Park's like singles. I never really delved into an album.
Yeah,
but
and
I'm not
I-
gonna glorify him as like a rock god. that I
But
grew
that's
up
what I'm
with.
saying,
Yeah.
man. Like,
But
let's
he's
say those
not.
shadow
He
peoples
won't
do
be.
exist, you know, and he's one of them, and he sees all the comments that is like, I killed
Well-
myself because I thought people didn't like me. fucking
Oh, I
people
don't
love me
think
now.
he
Maybe
thought
it was
he
a
was-
little-
I'm pretty sure it's
not
worse
at all.
than that.
Not at all.
This
dude.
is
It may not be to
depression
you.
and substances and shit.
It may not be to you, but
What?
to people 10 years younger than me, like me and my friends in high school, he was the rock god. He was the one. He was the Chris Cornell. of
Yeah, but he'll never be a Chris Cornell, dude. I'm not saying no disrespect. There's a certain
No,
line.
dude, it's
It was not a
different. Because
rock
look,
god,
Chris Cornell
man.
doesn't do for me what Chester Bennington does, and I didn't even delve into Linkin Park.
Yeah, but you can't say that
It doesn't
either
matter,
because
man. They're on
you.
different fucking levels. There's no.
Yeah, man.
I'm not even gonna get into that right now. There's,
Rock
can't-
God, it's not him.
like he was surreal. Chris Cornell, the way he sang, man.
The reason I'm saying you can't really say that is because you do like someone that's older than Chris Cornell and like let's say Motley Crue.
Fair enough.
You know,
yeah,
so
yeah,
like,
you're right.
So that's why you can't say, oh well, just because Chris Cornell.
No,
you know,
but I don't think that you should separate them. I think
generation,
there's
that's-
a rock. He's the rock god for that generation. For you
Perhaps.
guys, he doesn't do it. But
Shouldn't
also
have
to go,
offed himself, man.
he shouldn't. 100%.
Will
But
Lee ever be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
yes,
100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Think so?
Because
100%.
worse
I don't
bands
think
make
so.
it out.
Yeah, dude,
But the Rock and Roll
100%.
Hall of Fame is a big fucking joke. But
But even if it
everybody
wasn't,
gets in.
I don't.
Everybody gets
even
in.
if it
I
wasn't,
don't
I
think
do
he should
think.
be.
I do think in 15 years, Linkin Park will be there. They sold
Yes.
70
They'll be
million,
there.
70
They're
million
gonna- they'll
albums
make it.
That's
worldwide.
because they don't have any other bands to put in, man. I mean,
Yeah,
No, dude,
100%.
they
that'll
were
be
really
the
fucking
reason
big, man.
Also,
Hall of
but
Fame
they'll be there.
should
They had
be
a
that,
diamond
man.
album for their debut. That's incredibly difficult to do.
Also,
don't
Linkin
know.
Park, actually, I still have to say it. It is like our generation also. It's just we didn't like them
No,
because of
you
the
didn't-
music.
yeah, I
but
understand
there's
that.
a lot of people my age that do really like
like
Linkin
that.
Park. They were never into metal, but they liked that scene. And so it is even there. Chester is probably
Yes,
a rock
he-
god
yeah,
for
yeah.
our
Don't
generation
don't give a
too.
flying fuck for distorted guitars of any sort, but they like
yeah.
that band.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Yeah,
And-
that's
you
true.
know,
That's true.
Before they got totally electronic like now.
I want to
When
get
they
on
were-
something. You brought up before that if he was alive and he got over
Yeah.
But there is a person like that, and it's James Hetfield. And you know what's gonna happen when James Hetfield dies? It'll fucking eclipse
He's never gonna die.
Eventually, he's gonna die.
No, gods don't die.
Anyways, what are you gonna say?
Eventually,
I kinda agree with him,
I'm leaving.
whether he's 60 or 95, eventually James Hetfield is
Yeah,
gonna
of
die,
course, of
and
course.
it'll eclipse everybody else
100%.
because it's James fucking Hetfield. There's an article about this, like it was talking about how Lemmy had just died, and Lemmy was
What
obviously
about
an
Uncle
icon.
Ozzy, dude?
Same thing, but not the level.
I think not the
Metallica.
level of James
Not
Hetfield.
the level of
Not
James
anymore, that's
Hetfield. He
for
said no matter which member of Metallica dies, you're gonna get that. But James Hetfield himself will eclipse everybody. You'll be hearing about this probably a little bit more than Michael Jackson because of the metal community. It'll be the loss of the singer of Metallica, and then that's it because Metallica is no longer just a metal band. They're a brand
Yeah,
name.
they're 100% right.
And it crosses so many fucking genres. You can be only listening to funk, but really listen to Metallica, regardless
true.
of any era. So when James Hetfield dies, he gets love now. Nobody talks shit about James Hetfield. You'll get people
What are
who
you
talk,
talking about?
You get people who talk.
I was at the
no.
Metallica show with people
No, no,
talking
no.
shit about
You-
that.
you'll get-
They pay for a ticket and they still talk shit. I don't get it.
You get people talking shit about eras, but not James Hetfield, the guy. You'll get like everything after the first 4 albums sucks.
I don't like the way
Goddamn.
James sings live right now.
Yeah, but they love him. They love
I
him.
don't know,
It's
man.
it's like your
Can
little
we
brother
not talk
fucking
about
up.
him dying?
No, but
I
I'm
wouldn't
just trying
compare
to
it
say.
to Michael Jackson, anyways.
Oh, I would. I totally would. Same thing with Eminem.
Nah, man.
Oh,
Are you
yeah.
nuts? You think Eminem and Hetfield are similar to Jackson and Elvis?
Yes.
Elvis?
They were
Jesus
yeah,
Christ,
100%.
man. Come on, Vin. Come
yeah,
on,
dude.
Vin. Come on.
100%.
I don't know about that, man.
There's
I don't think
kings
Hetfield
and there's
will
kings
become
of kings. There's
Yeah.
Triple H and there's other wrestler. It's the same thing when it comes to this,
No,
man.
no, because I don't think
Dude,
Elvis is
Hetfield,
the king.
Hetfield is not going to
man.
become a household name.
Exactly.
Hetfield is a
Yes,
household
and
name.
Hatfield is
No,
a
not like
household.
Elvis.
Not like Elvis, dude. Come on,
Think
guys.
about it.
Come
There were-
on.
no.
You think
Just
about it.
like Elvis.
No.
But maybe
are you
in 20
nuts?
years. Maybe in 20 years.
Yes, you know why? You know why? Because
Because he's God.
our parents are gonna die eventually, and it'll
And
be
Elvis is going
no,
with
but
them.
yes, no, but listen to what I'm saying. Elvis is still gonna be here for us, but James Hetfield now is known to people of our generation.
Hell no.
Oh, I think
Yes,
so.
dude.
No.
I know
Hell
people that
yes.
don't listen to Metallica.
Baby
that
boomer
don't.
family, they
No.
were 12. So these
No.
12 people like Elvis. Now we have family of 2.
You're not understanding.
One kid
Yeah,
of
You're
10,
not
like maybe a little.
understanding. You're not understanding.
I'm
what
totally
saying.
understanding.
It's the-
and I know
no,
you're wrong about this.
No,
So when
hell
the
no,
parents, our parents are gone.
Yes.
Who's left? There's our generation. So everybody in our generation will know James Hetfield or knows James Hetfield.
I can ask 10 people right now. And I'm telling you, they will not know who he is, man.
got it. I think 9 are gonna know, man.
I'm 100%
I
sure.
would
of
say
that.
4
guarantee
would
it.
know, and 8 would know.
I think
Elvis.
okay,
he's right
Sure,
because
man.
there's some people like you go
Oh,
out
yeah.
hey,
Whoa,
guys,
wait,
James
wait,
Edwards.
what?
Shit,
You
go
comparing Jamie
Okay,
Edwards
wait.
to fucking Elvis?
I'm
wait,
not,
wait.
dude.
What if I change?
Wait,
What if?
I love
Jesus
hold on.
Christ.
Wait.
You, maybe I'll
wait,
compare Elvis
wait.
to Jesus.
I'll give him a
Wait,
second chance.
shut the fuck up.
I'll give him a second chance.
Elvis is not. You're thinking of Elvis as a name, but it's a brand like Metallica. Ask 10 people if they know Metallica.
Oh,
That-
they know,
yeah.
And if
They
you know
know
Metallica, you
Metallica.
really know.
And
High
you
School.
know who you may not know is the singer, but you know, yeah, I know the singer of Metallica. I just don't know his name.
You're a bit closer, but you're still
It's
not
not
at the
the same
Elvis
thing
level.
because people
Yeah, Metallica's
glorified
close to
Elvis.
Elvis.
You're a
He's
bit
not there
closer.
yet.
No,
Yeah. You
100%.
did make a few steps,
he's
but you're still not the
100%.
Elvis
They're
level, man.
100%
No.
as
You
big
nuts.
as Elvis
Jesus
was.
Christ is.
Are you nuts?
Well, it's because you've heard about
Jackson,
Elvis, going
Elvis,
back.
Jesus.
I would put Jesus between
Listen.
Elvis and Mike.
Elvis
Sure.
wasn't the biggest superstar of all time.
No,
It just
but have you
went.
seen his hips move?
Jesus.
I think it's stupid, but it just crossed generations. All right, it
Keep
got
voiding
bigger.
all of your opinions with these comments.
No, I don't, because Elvis was big at the time for that generation. The grandparents, our grandparents' parents didn't like Elvis. It just went down and it scaled. It'll do the same thing for Metallica.
Yeah.
It's
Sorry.
doing it now.
Elvis, Jackson, Madonna. Then we can talk about Metallica.
But Metallica is as big as Madonna
It's still,
was.
people still know the name. The name is
the
still
name
known.
Metallica.
Sure, but
People
it's
don't
not at
care about
same
the
level.
Beatles
It's the
anymore.
same-
Hey, and the Olympics,
Beatles
you
too.
get medal if you're third, second, or first. They're not in the top 3.
Metallica is one of the biggest bands of all time.
Sure,
all time.
Sure, but I think Kiss is bigger.
No, not at all. You're crazy.
man, I would say Kiss is bigger.
No, Metallica can get a
Kiss
hundred
or big-
thousand.
Hold
I
on.
would- I would
let's
say-
let's,
Yeah,
let's
Armin's the
ask
best
Armin
person.
on this one. If you had to say what's bigger,
Now, and only getting bigger.
I can tell you, it's the numbers speak for itself. One tours arenas. One just played at. In how many people were at John Drapeau?
roughly 40.
Okay,
1,000.
that's like 2 arenas. And then there's some places they're playing in the States.
There are stadiums.
that are like full stadiums. So today, Metallica is a bigger band, but Kiss might still be a bigger brand.
I could tell you this.
For
I'll
sure,
tell you
man.
this.
Kiss might still be a bigger brand.
100%,
When Kiss,
man.
When
when
you see the Metallica logo, and then you see those 4 faces painted, one of them connects faster to somebody who knows nothing.
okay, you want to talk numbers? The last Kiss album
No,
didn't
no,
even
no,
make
not
it top
numbers.
I'm
The
10.
talking about
household
this.
fucking name.
If we're
Elvis doesn't
talking
sell
about
any albums
brands, I
anymore.
guess.
No, Elvis does sell albums, just like the
Not
Beatles.
as many as fucking Avenged Sevenfold.
Exactly.
No, more.
I'm not sure about that, but all I'm
getting
saying is,
I'm not saying Elvis isn't big. I'm just saying Metallica is as big as Elvis.
no.
Yes!
No, that's a no,
Because
man.
Metallica
Wow.
is still releasing albums 8 years
Doesn't
after the
matter.
last one and
Doesn't
going to
matter.
number 1. Kiss isn't doing that.
They're
Kiss
still
is
bigger.
nowhere near that.
They're still bigger, man.
No, they're no way. Maybe
There is no
Fucking
band.
Ozzy's bigger, man.
There isn't a
Than-
No,
band.
not
Hold on
all.
a fucking second. There is no band whose collective age equals what Metallica's equals and can sell that many albums when they release it. That is a fucking fact.
they have never.
They are the biggest band in the world today, yes, but
They
they
are-
are not the biggest fucking brand. Don't tell me that.
Exactly.
brand?
Yes, they are
That's
not.
what we're
Kiss
talking
is still
about.
larger, and
I don't think so, man.
Yeah,
I think you have
100%.
really diehard Kiss fans, but that's not about like as a total. Metallica is still bigger.
No. Go
No.
to China and ask about Kiss and ask about Metallica. I'm pretty sure a lot
You're
more people
using
know
Japan
about Kiss than...
and fine.
Kiss are bigger than Metallica, man. It's,
I don't.
No,
dude,
that's fucking wrong.
that's not true,
no,
man.
man. More people know
impossible.
about
The
Kiss than
brand is
Metallica,
more
man.
brand might be
Like
more
the
known.
logo-
But that's what we're
but
talking
they're-
about here.
And
They're
I
not
might even
relevant
be wrong
though.
about that today too.
I don't think so, man.
No,
I think it's
Kiss,
Metallica.
Kiss does not get a number 1 album
Okay.
anymore.
Kiss
No,
is
no,
not
no.
going to number
But they're
1.
more-
And I was
they're
at
more
H&M.
known.
I was at H&M today, and you know what I saw? I saw T-shirts with band logos on them. You know who wasn't there? Kiss.
What is
You know
like...
who was
Because they
there?
sold those for the last 10 years. They changed. Now they're on to Metallica and Slayer. That seems to be what's in.
But
But
they
Kiss
had
and
one
AC/DC
Slayer.
were in just about 10 years
They
ago.
had Slayer. I'm talking about today, not 10
Yes,
years ago.
but-
Metallica.
I'm
is
thinking about
bigger than
overall.
Kiss.
Yeah.
Overall,
The collective.
Metallica has still sold more albums. Kiss doesn't have an album that sold
They're a
15
bigger
million.
brand. They're a bigger brand. I'm pretty sure.
Why
Anyways,
don't they sell?
Kiss-
One is a bigger
Kiss-
band, one is a bigger brand.
Dude,
that
they
little
go
R
hand in
makes the
hand.
difference.
Kiss has
Hold
never
on.
sold an album as big as Metallica.
Hold on.
And they've
It
only gone
doesn't
up.
fucking
There's-
have to.
The trend for Metallica
It
has only
doesn't
gone
have
up.
to. Kiss
Hold on.
is a bigger brand.
Okay. Let's look
It's
at
an
it this
older
way.
brand. The company started
Exactly.
way fucking before.
No, man.
It's very well established.
It's like Coca-Cola and Red Bull.
But this is
Red Bull are more like cool today, but Coca-Cola is still a bigger brand.
Well,
That's Kiss to me.
that is a bigger brand, but because Coke still sells a lot more than Red Bull.
Yes, a lot more.
I would just try to find like something
No.
that's more actual than
It's
something
like
that's
saying
more like.
it's like then would you say Nintendo is a bigger brand than
It
than
isn't.
than the PlayStation? No, it's not anymore.
Not anymore, but it does have a status.
There's a status,
The status
yeah.
is
More
different.
people know about Nintendo for sure. I'm pretty sure.
No, they don't, because if they did, they would be buying more.
Actually, you
wonder
want to
if-
know something?
You can
interesting?
ask a lot more people to know
You-
about
no,
Nintendo.
no.
They will be
Hearing
they will
the
be aware
name,
of what
The
Nintendo is
easiest
versus
way is this.
PlayStation.
Take the next fucking week, go around and ask people, Kiss or Metallica, what's
Exactly.
more familiar to you?
Let's
do you know
do that.
which is which?
Let's do that tonight.
You can't ask people who
So
like
how?
us. You gotta ask people
No, not like us.
People
Everybody.
in the street.
When we go to Wildwood, we're
Walking
gonna ask.
every day.
We're gonna ask the girls who are 14. Who do you know more, Kiss or Metallica?
Well, now you're selecting a specific
No,
audience.
but it does matter because
Ask
we cannot.
everyone.
We have to get people who
Ask
don't
people
give a
that are
flying
80s.
fuck.
We can't ask them. We
80s,
have to show
70.
the logo. We have to show
Or
the
the
four
logo.
faces.
And
And then
then
how do you show fucking
No,
Metallica?
because
The
you
M.
can
Metallica
they can
Just
know.
the M.
Wait,
No, the Metallica, everything.
you
Metallica
can
logo.
show them
that's
both the
for the
logos
band
and they
name,
can
they're
see it.
kind of-
I'm not saying Kiss is not known. I'm just saying.
Me neither.
Which one do you know more of? And you will always be Metallica.
I'm
For the
somehow
younger.
leaning
I'm
on
with
the
Vin.
Metallica
It's
side.
Metallica.
I'm with
me
Vin.
too. The
They're-
more I'm thinking about
Okay,
it,
so let's do the test.
We'll do the
We'll
test.
do
But we're
it.
not selecting fucking 14 years old
No,
girls.
you have to.
everybody.
We can't-
No,
you can
why?
do it. You can do
Everybody.
Because it's got to be people who are not from our fucking scene, or else they're gonna both say Kiss.
Everyone. Well, that's what I'm
I
saying.
think-
man.
No,
it's
More
not
people know
that.
what Kiss.
Our scene, we can't.
I
have
retract
that
it,
scene.
man. It's Metallica. Metallica's a bigger brand than Kiss is today.
100% it is.
Because look,
Because they are more known in the youth, and everybody who's a geezer knows Metallica.
yeah, that's the problem.
That word.
Kiss-
you
That's
know
the problem.
Kiss
My
released-
dad knows
If
Metallica
you're-
and he doesn't even
yes,
listen to it.
Because if you're very old, they pissed you off. You know them. If you're very young, your dad either liked them or somehow. If you're in the middle, you definitely lived through them. If you're
course.
born in 1980,
Even if you're
and
born in
on-
1970.
no,
You know Kiss.
from 1970 born until 1995 born, you have no choice. You know who the fucking band is. It's over.
Well, you know Kiss as well.
you know Kiss as well, but you don't hear their new songs. What was
No,
their last song they
I
released?
know, I totally understand
yeah,
that.
yeah, but it does.
No,
make
But
I
if
know
you
what
ask
difference.
the 7
Metallica
billion
topped them.
people on Earth, I'm pretty sure. We can do a test. Let's ask 100
But
people.
you're I'm not saying Kiss isn't big. They are
Metallica's
big.
a bigger brand.
But it's knowing
I take
more
it
about
back.
the band.
So you just changed your mind now. huh?
100,000,000%. I'm really. I've been.
You know what?
crushing
And
numbers
you are
since we
you
started.
are like just like me, that specific audience that could be either or.
Yeah, like to
That,
me, I'm a
like,
diehard
30,
Kiss fan. I'm a
mid-30s, you're
diehard
gonna
Metallica
be
fan.
in
I'm
both.
not being biased over
Tomorrow
here.
you're gonna come in, you're gonna say, you
I'm
know what, I
not being
think Kiss is
biased
bigger.
either. I love Kiss. We sing Kiss all the time. I'm not saying that one is crappier. I'm just saying,
No, just
in the
bigger.
terms of business, Metallica is the bigger brand.
Right now.
Right now, and
right
they have
now.
never
Right now.
once on the trend line going up over their career failed. Even the albums people
Oh no, there was
fucking
a time
hate.
Kiss was ahead of them, dude.
Yeah, when
Yeah,
they were
but-
young.
No, like through the whole entire '90s, I would have had the other side of this argument because Kiss was a.
Fair enough. But
You know
even
what I
during
mean?
that time for Metallica, they only got bigger.
Because people are getting older. That's why I'm saying there's
Yeah,
some
exactly.
people who
Yeah.
were 50 in the '90s
But
who are not here today.
Kiss has
All
gone.
the 50
Kiss has
and up,
released
it's Kiss.
albums and then they flopped with albums and then they go and then they flop again. Metallica, even for the albums everyone fucking hates.
Saint Anger.
Everybody, Saint Anger, Load, Reload.
Saint Anger is not an album.
They still
It's a
sold
statement.
more.
It still sold
The,
more.
the only one is like the Black Album was really high and then it goes back down, but the trend always went up. Even for an album 8 years after the last one, still was number one and on number one for several weeks, and people are still fucking talking.
Because they're
about
the
that
best
album.
fucking
So
band
according
in the
to
world.
what you're saying, are you saying like Justin Bieber is bigger than Metallica?
Yes, he is.
Okay. So you think overall as a brand, Justin Bieber is bigger than
because You
Metallica?
can go in Russia, right? Go in northern Russia.
Exactly,
and say,
man. You
Who
guys-
the fuck is Justin Bieber?
Fine,
You guys
fair
are-
enough.
I'm talking about globally, guys. Like,
I'll say
Fair
Metallica.
enough.
Yeah, Metallica. My son
Maybe
fucking
just
makes me
maybe
crazy
just
with
the
that.
U.S. and everything, but globally, Metallica is still known more than Kiss is, or else Kiss would be getting the festivals like Metallica is, and they aren't.
Can't argue with that.
yeah, right now. But let's ask people around. But of every age group, I'm telling you, maybe I'm wrong, guys. I don't give a fuck. But I believe if we ask the 7 billion people on Earth, more people would know who Kiss is versus Metallica.
Okay.
And on that note,
one
Yeah,
more
exactly.
I
thing,
am
one
going to
more
start
thing.
with these
I
7
would
billion
like-
people right now. Hold on.
Wait, we could do a test like this. Go to YouTube, put in guitar covers,
No.
Metallica, guitar covers, Kiss. See how many did the difference.
Yeah,
in
but
videos.
that's a younger generation. Of course, Metallica's
But they
gonna win
still
when it comes
count.
to
You
that.
said globally. They still count. And if the younger generation doesn't know Kiss,
Okay,
but
so
knows
then
Metallica,
ask
they're
people
bigger.
that use VHS more than DVDs, they're gonna say Kiss.
There's
no
nobody-
fucking way to get the answer.
Choose
to
your
this
audience.
question.
There is a way because
Well-
you have to go to people who the
All right.
answer.
Comparing
the answer,
two
guys.
extremely powerful brands.
the answer
Right,
isn't in the
guys.
people that know them both. It's the people who know
All right,
only
guys. I think we've run this
Yeah,
topic now into the ground, and no, we're not going anywhere. The only Armin has changed sides to the Metallica side.
Yeah.
Vin and I are sticking to Metallica, and you are sticking to.
I'm
one. Who's fucking bigger, Kiss or Metallica? I want to know your fucking answer right now.
Metallica is bigger.
Metallica's
Anyways.
bigger.
So, comment on this shit. We want to know what you guys fucking think.
Kiss or Metallica?
Subscribe to us. Give us a great review on iTunes. Do all that good shit.
And rest in peace, Chester Bennington. We all love you.
I really wish you didn't kill yourself.
And Ivy, say something. And
You all can kiss my ass.
hey. And Vin, what are those words again?
Oh man, I think it's metal. Lick my ass. See ya!
Motherfucker.
Oh.